Now, when we're thinking about getting better at a movement like the toe to bar, there are some limiting factors that we need to identify and then address. So for most people, we're going to split these into two camps. A lot of people will say, my grip burns out, can't do any more toes to bar. Then the other camp will say, my midline is gone, I can't do toes to bar. Now, depending on what else is in the workout, that can change, but this is that general sense that you get, especially in skill work, when the stuff burns out. So we have 4 things that we address at Misfit Athletics when something like this comes up. Number 1, gotta be technique, right? So let's address right now what you can do immediately to change either how long you can hold on to the pull-up bar when you're doing toes to bar, or how long your midline is going to hold up. So most common mistake that we see with pulling gymnastics is athletes jumping up and grabbing onto the bar. So if I'm underneath the bar here, I jump up, I grab, and then I go. The problem with that is I am pulling down and away from my grip as opposed to hooking my hand on. And the way that we do that, the way that we teach that is exaggerating by jumping up and behind the bar and feeling like we're coming down on the bar so that we can get more of our hand on there and make it less about your, forearms and wrist and all that and more about the structure of your entire upper body. So when I go to address the pull-up bar, I jump up and then I come down over the top here. Now, if you don't have tiny hands like me, you need to wrap your thumb around the bar. For the sake of this video, you will not be seeing any more of that. But that is something that we want to add in there. So it really is that simple. We need to address the fact that you are holding on for dear life like this versus jumping up and over and getting your hand on there. When it comes to the midline, what I like to do for athletes is really just get them a warm-up drill that hammers the portion of it that we want to get better at. So many people see a gymnast or a gymnast turned into a CrossFitter end up really doing the kind of piking toes to bar. Problem with that, although they look beautiful, is they really fry the midline. So how do we change that? We work on a drill that hammers the movement pattern. So we're just going to address the bar, making sure we have that great grip, and then we are going to work through getting way back behind the bar and getting those knees all the way up by the armpit or the tricep. Now, an important factor here is the fact that the feet stay low. If I was to sort of do like a half and half of each and lift my leg at the same time, then I'm still gonna fry my midline. So again, I jump up, I get that nice position here, I kick my feet back out, and I really think about how far can I get back behind the bar and how high can I get my knees, because at that point, we just flick our feet and we have a really great toe to bar. And at that point, we get back into that other camp where it's more about how long can we hold on to the barbell. Now, one of the things that I don't want to do in this video is stand in front of a whiteboard and give you 600 things to do. So make sure you check out the comments because our accessory system is presenting a lift. So any sort of, it doesn't have to have weight attached to it. Could be a V-up, something of that nature, strict pull-up, and a hold and a carry. We're gonna give you options for lift, hold, and carry to put along with your technique, both for whether you need to improve your grip strength and endurance or whether you need to get your midline. And if you're like, oh man, this all sounds like I gotta do this all on my own, how am I gonna do it? You could also head to misfitathletics.com and we have this all mapped out for you all season long.